again for a Riff Bag. We're here with Chris from Septicflesh. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you very much.
So, you're playing tonight, actually, so that's the first day of the festival, and you're closing the festival, the first day of the festival. What do you expect from that concert?
You know, we expect the best, you know, because it is our third time to play in Hellfest, and also it's a very special moment for us because today is the release of the new album, Titan. And as you can understand, this gives us more boost in order to perform better. And I'm sure with the French fan base that we have, we will make the best show till now for Hellfest, I mean from Septicflesh.
So, new album, can you speak about that new album? Like, in what way is it different from the previous one?
Yes, Titan looks right now, from the feedback and the press and the fans and everything, that it stands as our best and most mature album till now. It is different because we have used some new elements from the previous ones. We have used a more guitar-driven character, a children choir, and also our vision was to create a more dark album. And we didn't want to repeat the Great Mass #2. We wanted to make something new. And Titan stands, as I said, as a refreshment, you know, a refresh sound for Septicflesh. And this makes different from the previous album.
Okay, so you say that you wanted to make a darker album. How could you make an album which is darker as the albums that you had already produced? Because your music is already pretty dark, right?
Well, simple, you know, if we have some melodies, we set them aside in order to don't ruin the dark character of the album. And with Titan, we said we focus mainly in more dark colors, and we let only 2-3 melodic fragments that, like Burn, the second part of Burn has a more lyrical, melodic atmosphere, but there are not so many in Titan. As I said, it's more guitar driven, more dark, more fresh, more modern, and has more intellectual sound to us, you know. It is really our best moment till now.
Have you already played some gigs in your country with the new album?
No, not yet. This is the first show that we are going to play new songs. We are going to play Titan, or Burn, Prototype, and Order of Dracula.
Okay, so hopefully it will be a great concert.
Yes.
When you are speaking of dark melodies, well, of dark, you know, influences and stuff like that, what are your major influences that help you compose your music?
Well, now all of us are listening a lot of soundtracks, and as you can see, Titan has a cinematic effect, a character, but if you speak about the metal influences, we share the same influences in the band because we were listening when we were younger. We were listening to Morbid Angel, Paradise Lost, Celtic Frost, Death, Iron Maiden. You know, we owe to Morbid Angel the blast beats, to Paradise Lost the melodies, the orchestra and the classical elements to Celtic Frost, but we filter them in our own way because Septicflesh have an identity, a distinctive character in their music. The best thing is when you filter in the right way your influences, in order to don't sound like a replica.
So you, Septicflesh, what's the origin of the name?
To be honest, I'm not so proud about the name. But we were really young. I was 15 years old. My brother was 17. You know, the other Sotiris was 19. We felt that during that time, the best name for the band would be Septicflesh. But what can you do? You know, you cannot change it.
Okay, we are from Portugal, you are from Greece. Yeah. Well, what are your feelings about what's happening to Greece in this moment and to all Europe?
Yes. You know, Greece has to pay the price that they have done so many mistakes, the politicians. You know, to be honest, again, we were a corrupted nation with so many problems, and the system was corrupted, the politician was corrupted. I'm not from these guys that say that it's the fault of Europe. You know, Greece has to rebuild again and make a new start, because we were living 30 years with how to say, the money that we were spending, they were not ours, you know, and the government, the politicians, they were so corrupted, so they did everything wrong, you know, and now they have to pay the price. I know for the Greeks it's really difficult now, right at that moment, but it might be the opportunity to create something better, and Greece deserves better, and we deserve to create something from the beginning. And the government, where how to say, when you work for the government, how you say that in English?
Like you're a state worker.
I mean, not the government, for the energy, for this kind of stuff, the companies. When you are working.
Yeah, state employed.
State employed. You know, the dream of the Greek during all these years was to be employee of the state, you know, because no one could move you from this position, but everybody move you now, you know, everybody start to fire people. We have to pay the price, you know, this is the truth. We were corrupted and we have to face the reality.
And do you think it's the politicians that are paying the price, and the bankers, and or the people that didn't got any to do about it? What do you think?
Of course, the politicians, they have the financial status and condition that will not suffer. But in Greece, some politicians went to prison. That you couldn't imagine that in the 1980. You know, of course, banks, politicians, they will suffer less, but they vote for them, you know, they vote for them. They have to pay the price.
Do you think things are improving right now?
Yes, I think now it's getting better. It's getting better. Again, there is the mentality that don't want to change some things, but I can see something better, a better future. It will take a long time, but if we focus on the main target, we will succeed.
How do people reacted in Greece, like with all these problems? Were they like rather unhappy about what the government did, or did they just don't care, or you know?
You know, there were some protests, you know, and strikes, but at the end of the day, you cannot do, you know, something to radically change the situation. Of course, Europe guide us, you know, now. You don't have so many choices. There is only one path, and this path is to suffer in brackets in order to rebuild again the things that you lost in the 30 years. We might, you know, we did the Olympic Games, we did so many things, but it was not our money, you know, it was not our money. We were spending money from abroad.
As far as music is concerned, in Greece, what's the audience like?
Crap, you know. Again, the system there controls and supports only the rubbish music, the puppets, you know, the rubbish music. We didn't have any help at all from the government, from the system, from the press, from the media. We are still as the outcasts, you know, and if you can see the reality of music in Greece, the only thing that we can export now is metal, but no one cares, you know. Sorry? Yeah, but now metal part, yes, this was not metal, but
Not even close.
Yes. But yes. But even now, they don't support the bands that they are doing something outside Greece, you know.
So you don't get any support?
Nothing. That is the reason I don't give a shit about them. The politicians and their voters should suffer, you know. I mean the rubbish music, the people that they're listening to rubbish music. And as I said, no one helped me. On the opposite, they create more problems to me. What can I say about these people, you know? What can I say?
So would you say that you prefer playing abroad than in Greece?
No. We have a fan base, a strong fan base in Greece, but we are not many. We are 10 millions, and when a concert of Iron Maiden happens, we have 20,000. In Sweden, there are less than Greeks, and they have 70,000. Means something is going wrong. We don't have the rock mentality. We have the mentality that they have, how to say, propaganda. They made propaganda to listen to this rubbish music. And right now, Greece has so many serious things to solve, as I said, the crisis, that there is no time for music at the moment.
You've played in France many times. Don't you have that same impression here, or do you think it's totally different?
No, France is a different situation because it's probably our main country, you know. We have a big fan base here due to the label that is France. We have everywhere a good fan base, but we, as Greeks, we thought that we could do it better, you know, but there are not many metal fans in Greece, you know. As I said, the system doesn't support metal at all.
Okay, well, I think it's a good place to stop that interview. We'll see you on stage tonight. Hopefully you'll be in shape and produce the best music you got. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.